All right, we come today to the book of Titus again, chapter 1, and we're going to be looking at the first paragraph in the body of the letter. Last time we looked at the introduction, which is verses 1 to 4. Today we're going to look at verses 5 through 9. And in this paragraph, Paul sets out the purpose of the letter and begins to talk about appointing elders in every city. So let's take a look at this. He says, "For this reason, I left you in Crete, that you would set in order what remains and appoint elders in every city as I directed you." So, for this reason. What reason? I left you in Crete for this reason. What reason? That you would do two things. Set in order what remains. And number two, appoint elders in every city, as I directed you. So apparently Paul had talked to Timothy in the past about these two things, about setting in order what remains and appointing elders in every city as he directed him. Now he says here, for this reason I left you in Crete. I left you implies that Paul came with Titus. And he had dropped him off, he had left him, and he had gone somewhere else. Now, he says, for this reason I left you in Crete, that. The word that, you'll remember, implies purpose. The purpose is coming up. What is it? That you would, number one, set in order what remains. If he was supposed to set in order what remains, that must tell us that the churches were out of order. And he needs to set them in order. Set in order what remains. What does he mean by what remains? He means what remains of the churches that he had planted. They're still there, but they're not in order. They need to be structured. They need leadership. So Titus is there for the purpose of setting these churches in order. And number two, he does that by appointing elders in every city as I directed you. Well, remember, he's in Crete. So every city is every city in Crete. Appointing elders in every city. That tells us that Paul's model was to appoint multiple elders in every city. Paul imagined that there would be one church in each city. That one church would be governed by many elders. And the church in the city, if there was a lot of believers, they might be in many different locations. In the first century, the churches met in homes. So there might be many house churches. And there would be elders, plural, appointed in every city, just as Paul had previously directed him.